I'll show you now. So we're typing in area. So the way to do it on Google is type in HMO register in the area. So let's say Salford, which is a suburb of Manchester. For those who know, it's coming up saying HMO license, Salford City Council. If I click this, so every council's website's different. So they might look different. So this is Salford. If I scroll down here, it's got properties with a mandatory HMO license, properties with a selective license, properties with an additional HMO license. So if I click this mandatory HMO license, it comes up here with a list of every single property that has a HMO license. And like Scott was saying, you can kind of download these, put them into a sheet. You can do letter campaigns where you pay a company to do it, or like Scott's doing, he's doing it himself. And these are all addresses. So that's Salford. I can do it probably anywhere else.
Try and get one for Bristol then, because on Bristol City Council, because they won't give me a list
Have you got to pay
unless
for it?
I
I know
pay
there's a
for
couple that
it.
you got to pay for.
Yeah.
Sheffield's
Um,
exactly the same. You have to pay, I think it's £1,000 for it.
where's
Yeah,
that?
it was about 100 and something. I think it depends, but some councils do give you a list, like Joe's saying, which is obviously the ones that are probably best to do
Yeah.
it quick term, so you're not spending 100 quid before you even got to send the letters out, which, if you want to post them might cost you, another
Yeah.
100, 200 quid.
You must put your
Um,
Yeah, so with Bristol you got to pay for it. It's £97,
yeah.
£94.97. Some other councils you just have to email them for. So I know Bolton Council, which is just outside of Manchester, they will say email this email address. So I did, and after I think it took about 3 days for them to email it me, and then they just emailed me the whole list. Bristol, I think there's like one other council that I've come across that also you have to pay for. But
Um,
most of it is free.
Bath was the same near me as well.
I'll pay for Bath, yeah.
They
Yeah,
wanted, I tried to do that Freedom of Information Act thing. They're like, oh no, we don't have to give it because we give it in this different way and all these stupid
could you
reasons.
just check on Sheffield, please?
That's
Yeah,
so
thank
weird
you.
as I was typing Sheffield.
Joe,
um,
aren't Property Market Intel adding all of this onto their platform so
they
they
are,
can go
yes.
through
Yeah,
that?
they are. I'm
This
not
thing,
entirely sure.
I'm so glad that it came about, Joe. This property market intel
He
is
loves it.
honestly, I can't get enough of it. And then you just keep on saying they're adding more things. Wow.
Uh,
It's so much better than their DNA, isn't it? The amount of money they were charging for that, it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
higher
The
standards.
funny thing is as well, like I see all these people like on TikTok,
Um,
Instagram saying like pay like £20 or something for Air DNA and that, and I'm just thinking, well, I'm getting much better than what Air DNA is offering.
Yeah.
report license.
Didn't you say as
Sheffield.
well, Joe, that there was a way of sending out letters via
Yeah.
um,
Property
Intel?
market intel. Yeah, I'll pull that up in just a second. I'm just trying to find the Sheffield one. If you want to appeal, this is make a point about your HMO. As I say, it's so annoying the fact that councils' websites aren't kind of regulated. I feel like they should all have the exact same layout, and it should just say
Yeah.
Sheffield, Leeds, this, that. Like, it's crazy. So some you do have to really hunt around for. So how?
It's just
Um,
I just find it weird how they can make a business model out of selling the list on, even at sort of private details anyway. It just
Yeah.
seems a bit.
found it. Licensing. Licensing of
Oh, there you
houses.
go. On your right there, is that HMO issues? Is that it?
License is issued, yeah.
Go
There
on,
you
look at
are.
that. There you
Yeah.
go.
I'll put
That's
that
the
in
honeypot right
the
there.
chat here on Zoom.
Is that the full list?
It looks like it. It goes on
Yeah,
for how many is there?
What's
loads.
the
A lot.
address of the one you viewed, Andy? Was that a HMO?
Um, sorry, the
Oh no,
one. Sorry, that was in
that was on
Harrogate.
Sheffield, was it?
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
in.
it looks like the whole list is.
Could you
Yeah.
Uh,
could you send me the link for that?
I'll put it in our WhatsApp chat, Andy.
Brilliant, thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, so that's there. So you can pretty much find it on most. As I say, sometimes you need to hunt around for it, like I just did there, because council's websites are all different. But yeah, we found it as a collective. That was great. But yeah, property market
Teamwork.
intel, you can send letter campaigns through them, which is fantastic. They automatically have the addresses anyway, and you can just send a link to licensed HMOs. In fact, I'll pull up my screen share again. I'll show you property market intel because you can send it through also have the addresses that you potentially could download.
What I was
Um,
thinking, because I remember you mentioned it last time, I've got this, but I was having a look for all their tutorial videos, but
I'm trying to think where it was. Was it HMO? Can't remember where the letter campaign thing was. Can you remember, Debs?
I think you showed it as the last
They
time, didn't
moved
you?
it because we complained about it, so they moved it because
I
it
know
was
I
in
told
the
them to put it on the home screen as like send letters here because I feel
It
like that's a
was,
really good
if you
selling
go
point.
back
I'll go
to
back.
the main page, it was like right in the middle of that one, but it's gone now.
Oh, I've signed out. Hang on. That's why.
maybe.
Property
Yeah,
service.
there, yeah, it's that one in the middle.
Which one? Off market sourcing?
Yeah, yeah, create letter campaign. See, it's not very
Wales.
clear actually.
Oh yeah, so letter
It's
history,
called
letter
something.
templates.
wow.
So if I go in here, so this is doing it to a particular type of property. You can put filter. What's this? Prices, date, size, planning. It might only be for purchases at the moment. EPC rating, but yeah, it's on there. You can have a play around with it anyway. You can show your letter history in here, your letter template. So you'd upload kind of like your template letter, whenever it loads. And I think it works out at 65p a letter, and they'll automatically send it out to everybody. So here's like one someone put on here. So it's a letter, like a template thing, and you can just send that, and yeah, it works out about 75p a letter, which is cool. So if I pull this up,
Gonna be cheaper than posting, guys, in a couple. Well, it's a
Yeah.
pound now, isn't it?
Yeah.
For stamps,
I don't
1st of
know.
April, isn't it?
So this is
How
to
much is it?
send.
I think it's a pound now for a first
Is
class.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
So
money.
you can do a self-service, like you said, Scott. You can print it all off here with the addresses already on. So if I press self-service, I can save it and it's done. Or the letter service, and it works out 65p a letter. So for 750 letters, which this campaign is for, it'll cost me £487.50.
How many
Yeah,
addresses was that? You said
750.
So,
So yeah, you can have a play around with that. I don't want to spend too much time obviously going over that. I think has Debbie put the link? Did you put the link in the chat for
Yeah,
Property
yeah,
Market Intel?
it's in the chat.
Cool. I'd say it's a
Good.
bit of a one-stop shop these days. That it's a great app, and you definitely should get on that. Because they're just adding more and more. And if anything you guys want adding on there, let us know because we do have regular calls with the developers, and we can try and get things implemented on there as well.